Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am super excited for today's video. We did a very fun, really fall, warm, red violet balayage color on one of my favorite clients, Merla. She has the funnest, spunky little bob, and I love the way it turned out. Before we get into the video though, I would like to take a quick second to thank today's sponsor, Intact Hair. I have been using Intact for a couple months now. I was approached by them as a brand. They are a new professional hair care line, and I am so excited that our paths have crossed because this product is needed, and I am so happy to now have it in my tool belt behind the chair. And this is what it looks like. I also did have a retail size, but I sold that to Merla because she likes the idea of this so much. She wants to see how it works, so she bought some to take home. So Intact is very different, like nothing you've ever heard of before. It is a root securing complex. So most anti-thinning, anti-hair loss products prevent breakage, or they help swell the hair shaft to make it appear thicker. Intact is completely different. It has a proprietary Pilli-Lock complex, protects clients' hair by temporarily tightening the surface of the scalp to firmly lock hair in place. How crazy is that? So it says, help minimize hair loss during salon services. Give your clients the confidence, security, and level of care like they've never experienced before. Intact Professional is the very first and only salon treatment designed specifically to reduce hair loss from mechanical stress caused by routine color, chemical, cutting, and styling services. Why use Intact? It increases the force it takes to pull out hair, reduces excessive hair fall during professional salon services, and activates in just 10 minutes and lasts up 4 hours. Use before wash, cut, and blowouts, extension, installation, and removal, any color and chemical services. So I did use this before color. Merla has very fine density hair, so she is always looking for ways to keep her hair thick and full and appearing thick and full, and preventing any shedding whatsoever. So the directions for use is section hair and evenly distribute product to fully saturate the scalp using 5 to 10 milliliters per application. Gently massage into scalp and let stand at least 10 minutes. Leave Intact on client throughout duration of color, chemical, extension services, etc. Then wash out prior to cut, blow drying, and styling. Twist cap closed after use. Store in cool, dark place. Avoid direct sunlight. So we use this on Merla. You will see I just did section by section, like a little scalp treatment, and then really massaged it in. I think, and so does Intact, thinks that it's important to understand hair loss before you go and treat it. And the main factors for hair loss in women is your beauty regimen, so washing, styling, going to the salon, anything like that. Traction alopecia, which is where when you pull your hair up in the same exact tight ponytail every day, it starts to damage these hair follicles, which will slowly create hair loss in these areas. Those follicles will eventually die, and it could be permanent if you are not preventative. Postpartum, so those new moms when they're brushing their hair out and it's just shedding like crazy, Intact is great to help the hair in its most vulnerable state, which is washing, brushing, and styling. Stress, same thing, medical and genetic. And then there's low density hair like Merla's, where any chance you get to keep the hair in place is something you want because her hair is already really thin and appears very thin. So people with low density hair, Intact is great for, because when you don't have a ton of hair on your head, you really can't afford to lose any of it. Okay, so you guys will see how I use this in the video. Just one last time, I would like to say thank you so much, Intact, for all my hairstylists out there. I think this is a great add-on service, a great retail product to offer to your clients, only because nothing else out there exists, and it definitely solves a problem. All right, so if you guys want to see, one, how I apply Intact to Merla before the salon service, and if you want to see her color transformation, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so here is Merla's before. Like I said, you can see she had some balayage that has faded. We always do her root pretty dark, and we usually do a mix of some warm tones, and they typically fade between visits because Merla has very fine hair, so she does watch every single day. Here is Intact. Like I said, I am putting this on It is a good idea to give your client a towel when you're doing this. It is very liquidy, so sometimes it will start to kind of drip down the side of their face or the back of their neck. So I do like to hand my clients a towel before I start. And you can see I just take little sections, maybe 1/8, 1/4 inch. I kind of just dab it on in a line and then work it in with my fingers a little bit. And I feel like working it with my fingers kind of just like keeps it there rather than just dripping all over the place. So you can see Merla will dab every here and there, but it's not like it just streams down her face or anything. So it's kind of an oily consistency. It makes my fingers a little bit sticky, almost like I had hairspray on them. But all my clients I have used it on say that it doesn't tingle, nothing like that. So it just is doing its magic, tightening the scalp. So you want to put this on and then let it process for 10 minutes. I like to mix color during that processing time. Once it has processed, it lasts for hours to help reduce excessive hair loss during washing, brushing, blow drying, and styling. It provides a temporary gripping action on the scalp to resist hair pull, resulting in dramatic reduction of hair fall. Okay, and now I am mixing Merla's color. I am mixing Jacqueline color 1N and 3N, so that makes 2N with 10 volume. This is what I use on Merla's roots, and it just keeps her base nice and deep and dark, and that's what she likes. It's pretty close to her natural, but it does grow out a little bit ashy and just not quite as rich at the root area, so we do like to touch that up. For the first dimensional color, I am mixing Matrix Color Sync 4RV with HDRV Booster plus Blue Boost. The thought behind this is if I add even more blue to red violet, that will go more purple, because red and blue make purple. So if you have red violet, add more blue, that's basically just purple. I am then trying for the first time the Gaitang My Identity purple color. It is their like super power direct dye, so it is supposed to have a much more of a lasting effect. I was recommended it by somebody on one of my Instagram lives, so I am trying it out on Merla today. For her Redken Shades EQ formula, you can see I'm mixing that up. I am using 4RV, 6RR, and 7RR. So this is just a lighter, more red. So you can see we have a direct dye purple, more of a demi-permanent hair color purple, and then a Shades EQ red with a little bit of purple. So my hope is just to give some dimension, all in the red violet family, but very dimensional highs and lows, just to give some interest to the hair. So I am just slicing these highlights. I'm taking sections thin enough for the product to work all the way through. Sorry, this angle isn't the best. You can kind of see what I'm doing in the mirror, but really it's nothing that detailed. I'm kind of just working in stripes almost, because her hair is balayaged and it's only gonna show up on the lightened pieces. I can really just go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it won't look stripy or anything because her ends aren't that light and it's only gonna pull on those lighter pieces. So I am just alternating between those 3 colors, working my way up using my Product Club foils. And so I'm just working all the way up, alternating those colors, being sure to really saturate in those foils. And I do that on every single piece that is pre-lightened. So any of her highlighted pieces, I am doing that on, and I just work all the way through her head. And then I will show you once we go back and blow dry. After that processes for 30 minutes, we go back to the shampoo bowl. I didn't get any of that because it wasn't anything that interesting. I didn't tone or anything back there. I did use Olaplex number 2 since number 1 was used in all of her formulas. and then we go back and blow dry. And here I really want to show you guys how the Intact was working. One, at the shampoo bowl, I had no shedding whatsoever, and Merla usually is a shedder. Usually when I run my fingers through her hair when I'm using the conditioner, I will get some hair wrapped up in my fingers, and I did not get any shedding at the bowl, so it is extremely impressive. And then also when I am blow drying, you can see here we are getting like no shedding whatsoever, which is just amazing. So I am using my bath pack brush here. If you guys have never tried these, I have done a review on them on my channel before. It's really just like the wet brush, but they are $5, so they are pretty amazing. I've had this one for a long time now, and it is holding up very well. I do just like to kind of over direct and kind of blow dry her hair in one direction and then the other to help give me some volume. I do switch to the round brush just a little bit to give me some lift, and I was getting no shedding in either of these brushes, which is very amazing for Merla's hair. Here's a close-up. You can see there's literally not one hair in here, which is pretty darn amazing. So I am very impressed with Intact. I didn't say in the beginning, you guys, I do charge an extra $15 for this. So for my hairstylists watching, or my clients that are looking for a hairstylist that offer this, it is a great add-on service to kind of up your ticket price a little bit, and it provides a really awesome benefit to your clients. And here is Merla's after. I love the way this color turned out. She always lets me have so much fun and experiment with different colors, and I love a good warm fall balayage. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will have all of the information on Intact listed down below. I have a blog post to go along with this, so I will put that down in the description bar as well. If you are not already subscribed, I would love to have you. And one last time, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on my next video.